What's up guys, Tea Party Percy here and welcome back to a new video. This time it's kind of mix of a guide and some infos, news and serious talk. So yeah, first we're gonna talk about the new details about the character creation and pre-download, and then we will talk about some serious issues about a scammer. So just to warn you guys, I didn't want to talk about that, but I have to. And then at the end I have a small guide for you guys to check if your VPN is working properly and how to change your password from your Stove account or your Lost Ark account. So yeah, let's start with the news and the infos first. So we have, I think yesterday, this Korean guy, I don't know where he came from, but he appeared suddenly in our Tea Party Discord, and since then he's providing us with a lot of infos. And yesterday he posted early in the morning this info here, already translated, and basically it's about the news which was posted yesterday on the official website, Lost Ark website. So first they are talking about the download. So pre-download starts tomorrow 4 PM Korean time, and yeah, if you don't know how to convert time, you should definitely check out World Time Buddy. That's a pretty good website to compare or convert time. I have South Korea, Berlin and GMT time. Berlin is CEST. So as you can see, you just have to go to, for example here, it's gonna be 4 PM and it will say it's the same day. So it's still Wednesday here, or Thursday. It's still showing me the time for today. So 4 PM is 9 AM here in Berlin or in Germany, and so you just need to add your city and you will see what time it will be for you when the preload gonna start. Now let's go back to what else do we have here. How to download. It's, of course, you have to download the Stove launcher first, and you can download that on onstove.com. I'm gonna show it later for you guys, and then you have to start it. Of course, you can download the Stove launcher without having your VPN or your Korean IP, because you don't need to log in somewhere or anywhere to download the Stove launcher. But as soon as you start the Stove launcher and it requires you to, or asks you to log in, you should have a Korean IP. So just reminding you guys, everywhere where you have to log in with your account details, it will lock your current IP. So I will show you guys later where you can see if you messed up somewhere. Okay, let's move on. So as soon as you have the Stove launcher, you should be able to install Lost Ark tomorrow. Then we have some other notes here. They suggest if you were someone who participated in the last CBTs, they suggest not to use the old CBT files. So you know, or if you followed me, I suggested to keep those just in case if you can upgrade those or update those to the from CBT3 to OBT files. Maybe they're gonna give us some issues. So I want to be on the safe side. I'm gonna download it from scratch, the full OBT client, and I'm pretty sure there are gonna be a lot of guys, or at least a few guys, who are gonna upload the OBT client to, I don't know, some cloud service, and you will be able to download it, place it in your folder. So if someone uploads it, I'm gonna post it in our Tea Party Discord, and yeah, you can just grab it and put it in the Stove launcher folder, and you can start the game, hopefully. Now, about the character creation. I know this is not the perfect English translation. He is a Korean guy, as mentioned earlier, and he tried the best, or he gave his best to translate it for us, and we should appreciate that. And just for info, guys, I met a lot of kind Korean guys. I heard sometimes that Korean guys are always, you know, hating us foreigners, but I met a lot more kind guys who try to help even the international community with translating stuff. So yeah, thanks for all those Korean guys helping us out. And yeah, back to the topic. So to create your character, you will be, or pre-create your character, it's gonna start on 29th of October, so 2 days after the preload, and it's gonna last until 2 days before the OBT start. And you can create the character, as far as I understand here, you can launch the game. So it should be possible to launch the game and then You will be able to create the character, but you won't be able to log in with the character into the game. Now there are some restrictions here by when you want to create a character. First of all, of course, you have to install Lost Ark to create a character. Then you can only create one character per account, so you can reserve kind of like one name and one class per account. You won't be able to reserve multiple names, which is good. And during the character creation, if the character is deleted, you won't be able to create another character immediately. You will have to wait 5 minutes. So think about it, which character or which class you want to play and what name you want to pick. When a character is deleted, the name is not protected. So yeah, of course, if you I don't know, pick a name which everyone wants to have and then you decide to pick another name, of course, if you have to delete the character and wait 5 minutes to create your other character, but meanwhile everyone else can grab that name from your previous character which is deleted already. And also this is really important: if there are too many characters made, it is possible that they disable the pre-character creation. So that could be an indicator that they want to test, or they want to know how many guys are going to play this on that certain server. And if they realize, oh shit, there are too many people who are going to play on that server, maybe we need to make 2 servers, then they're going to most likely stop that and maybe even open up second servers. So yeah, that could be kind of like a safety measure to wait and see. And we have no other choice to wait and see too. But if there are 2 servers, and not everyone from my guild or the community is has or could get into the first server, of course we will try to go to the second server, especially if not everyone from the guild is not in the same server. It doesn't make to be in a guild if you're not in the same server. Of course, if we have multiple servers, we will announce on our Tea Party Discord on which server we're gonna play. Before we talk about, you know, the stove guide and how to check if your Mudfish is working properly, I have to talk about some guy or a guy who is or who's trying to scam some people. I didn't want to talk about it, but I have to because the damage is already done, and I want guys to, you know, just warn you guys before you fall into the trap. And you know, I don't know. So basically it's about the Murza gamer here, and he was already known. He had another account called 2k 4k something, I don't remember, and he was known for harassing people and, you know, botting. That was fine with me at the beginning. I didn't care about it. We also gave him a second chance, and he was for a short time in the Tea Party guild, and we provided him with infos. And as mentioned, we gave him a second chance because we didn't care about what he did before, but we warned him he shouldn't do that anymore. And then he left the guild and started his own guild. Still, I still don't care. I knew he got some guild internal guides. He copied some of those. It didn't matter at all. But the problem with the guy now is that he made a guild and a Discord and trying to scam people with telling them that he has a guide which he made by himself. That's the thing which triggers most of my guild members and me, because as mentioned, there was a guy called Colibri who worked really hard and put a lot of time to make an amazing guide for you or for the community here. It teaches about 90 pages or 94 pages, and it has most of the stuff you need to know. So if you didn't know about that, you should check out this guide. It was like he made it or published it like a week ago, and it's pretty complete. It's the most complete guide you're ever gonna find, and that is something which everyone in this community should appreciate. If someone puts so much time to make it so clear. And the Colibri guy is not in our guild, so he's just one of our community members who did this great job. And that's what the problem with the Murza gamer is. He copied his guide and just deleted all Colibri's credits or name and just put his name and claims it's his own. So that's what he does, and at the end he's even like asking for donation and stuff like that, which Colibri didn't even ask. So that's something which we don't appreciate as a guild, or we shouldn't appreciate as a guild or community. I also wrote in the Tea Party Discord that we won't engage with anyone or play with anyone together who is in his guild, like This guild is called Elite or something, and yeah, and I also suggest everyone to stay away from him. His old guild recruitment post got deleted by the moderators already because he used upvote bot. He got like every second one upvote and it was too obvious. He's not even a smart botter, so yeah, anyways, but this is like staying here already for pretty long time and he is not doing the upvote botting anymore. I mean, he's not that stupid apparently. And yeah, but still the damage is done and there are already few new players joining his Discord and believing him that that guide is from him. And yeah, you shouldn't do that, guys, if you are watching this. Okay, now let's go back to the stove guide or continue with the stove guide. A lot of guys asked me in the past days about how should I know if my Mudfish is working properly, and I don't want to mess it up. What if it doesn't work and I log into the game and fuck up my IP or get, you know, banned for that? So I have a small guide for you guys to check if your Mudfish is properly working, and some other guys how to get cash shop currency and how to change your password. That should be done pretty fast. So let's start with that. Now, so first of all, you should watch my Mudfish guide. It explained how to turn on, how to install, how to activate item VPN and how to activate full VPN. The item VPN, I already wrote a Reddit post a few days ago, doesn't work anymore because they updated the stove launcher. The item VPN still works for the website, but not for the launcher anymore. So if you use the item VPN and log into the launcher, the stove launcher, it will register your actual or current location IP, not the VPN IP. So don't use item VPN to log into stove launcher, use full VPN. It's gonna be hopefully fixed soon because we contacted the Mudfish owner and he gave us a guide how to help him to find out the new IP so that he can update the item VPN, and we will be able to do that hopefully during the character pre-creation time, and then most likely item VPN will be back up again and we can use it for the stove launcher too. So yeah, for this guide you have to activate first or install Mudfish and then check out my guide and then go to full VPN. It's explained there how to activate the full VPN on Mudfish and activate it. Of course, choose a Korean node. The reason why I'm gonna show you here just screenshots is because you will be able, otherwise you will be able to see my IP and some other important konto or account details. So yeah, you activate full VPN on Mudfish and then go to the website called What Is My IP. There you should be able to see your location, which will be displayed here, and it should say Korea. If it doesn't say that, you can press Ctrl F5 just to refresh the cookies. So sometimes it doesn't work because of that, so just press Ctrl F5, and if it still doesn't show Korean IP, then your Mudfish isn't working properly. Let's hope it is working properly. So first you checked it, it is Korea. The next you can do, or you should do, is go to the stove website with the Korean IP activated, of course, because we're gonna need to log in here. And as mentioned, everywhere where you need to log in, you have to have a Korean IP. So just for info, guys, here you can also download the stove launcher if you didn't do it yet. And now back to the topic, you can log in here. So you press login. You have to put down, write down your account details, account name, password, and you should be Gucci. So here I am logged in already. Of course, I censored my name here, even if it's my second account. Then you have to click on this drop down menu and go to security settings. In security settings, you should click on view records. In view records, you will see with which IP you logged in on the website or on stove launcher. Both will be displayed here. So that's what I meant. They are monitoring both of them, and you shouldn't risk anything with or logging in without Korean IP. So you will see the login tries from the last 3 months, so pretty long time here. And as you can see, it's my second account. This is the account which I also use to test if the new launcher doesn't work for the item or the item VPN doesn't work for the new launcher, and it was the case. So that's why I immediately warned everyone from the community they shouldn't use the item VPN anymore for the launcher, or for the until the Mudfish owner updates it. So yeah, basically that's where I tested it, and as you can see that I have sometimes my German IP, and then I don't know how I get that. I got that IP, but yeah. So basically, if you use full VPN and then you log in onto this website, you should already see an entry here, which should be the time where you logged in, and that is it should say Korean public IP. And then you can also, if you want, start the Korean launcher, or the stove launcher, and log in, and then refresh the website, and then you should see another or a new entry here, and that should also say Korean Republic, because you still have your Korean IP or Mudfish full VPN online. So if you do that, and both time it says Korea Republic of blah blah blah, then your Mudfish or the VPN is working. So that's the test. I hope it was clear. Now you can check if it's working fine, and then you are Gucci on the VPN side. Now, on the same website, if you click on the drop down menu and click on my info, you can change the password here. Until now, you didn't need to verify it through your email. Like usually if you change your password, you have to check your email and you have to verify that you are the guy who is changing the password. You don't need to do that, or you didn't need to do that until now. You just click on change, you write down your old password, write down the new password, and it's gonna change. Why is this important? This is important because of the other question which most of you guys asked me in the last few days, which is about top up stove cache. So it's 99% clear, or the chances are really high that the stove cache is the currency which we're gonna need to buy in-game items. So, or we can convert those stove cache into the currency, in-game currency, or the cash shop currency from Lost Ark, and then we can buy stuff from the cash shop item. And to do so, we need, of course, the stove cache. You can buy it on OBTgame, and of course I have a referral link down below, like in one of my previous videos. If you want, you can click on that and write down stove. You will get those here displayed, and this is the right one. If you want, you can do that. You don't have to. You can just go for obtgames.com and search for it, click on it, and then you will be able to choose how many points you want to add. 10k points are 12.5 bucks, and of course which game. You're gonna write down Lost Ark, and here I will do this is for as soon as you ordered something, you have to send to support OBTgame your account name, the OnStove name, and the password. That is how they top up this cache for your account. They will log into your account, and they will use their credit cards or whatever to top up your stove account with cash, and there are no other easy ways to do that currently. So this is the only option. I did it already for my account. I did it also for other games on OBTgame, so I never had an issue with them. So as soon as you order, you need to send them an email with the details, and of course it should contain the order number. The email should contain the order number, otherwise they won't be identified if it's really you who made the order. If you do that, don't log into your account for a while. They will log in, charge up your account, and then send you also an email with a screenshot on it proving that they topped up. After that, you can log in and check your stove cache. Wait a second. So yeah, your stove cache will be displayed here by let me check. In my cache, you will be able to see that in my cache. And then of course I would suggest you guys go to my info and change your password, just to be on the safe side. Change the password, and you can do that every time after you topped up something. So before we stop the video or close the video today here, a short info guys. As mentioned in my last guide, there will be a Q&A stream on Twitch. My Twitch account details are in the description below, or my Twitch channel. You can check it out. I'm gonna make a Q&A stream mostly for my guild members, but you guys are free to join and ask all your questions. I'm gonna go through all my guides which I did until now, and there are plenty of guides which I did, and I'm gonna go through those and answer all your questions. and it's gonna be on Friday, so this Friday 8 p.m. CEST. So just use real-time buddy, which I showed earlier, to convert it to your time. And that's not all, of course. As promised, there's gonna be another reveal, and that one is pretty important. We will most likely also have the new recharge letter. We can talk about the new recharge letter changes too on the stream. And yeah, as mentioned, there's gonna be something really important for all those competitive guys, which we're gonna reveal, and some other stuff also for, you know, new guides, which we have kept till now for the guild only channels, and we will publish most of the stuff for everyone in the community. So yeah, check it out if you want on Friday. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I hope I could help you with this guide. If you liked it, leave a like there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments or in our Discord. And until my next guide, see you guys. Bye bye, your Tea Party Percy.